My mom and dad inspire me because my dad's always been sort of a people person, life of the party, and I was somewhat of an introvert growing up. And I realized that when I put my mind to it, I could make people laugh. And I feel there's a bit of nobility to that, like putting a smile on somebody's face, as cheesy as that sounds. Intoxicating, like a drug. First time I did it, I was terrified, and as soon as that first laugh hits you, I think there's no feeling like it. I like a lot of the older, sort of like crazy comics, like Sam Kinison. I like Chris Rock. I really like George Carlin, but who doesn't? You're All Diseased, George Carlin's You're All Diseased is great, and Bill Hicks's Arizona Bay. These are all like generic answers everybody says, but I really, really like them. I'm going to have to go with Bill and Ted, just because I think he wouldn't have signed up to do any of those movies if he didn't ultimately, I think, believe in the message, which is that these two doofuses save the world essentially with hair metal, and he has to be their Obi-Wan, and he's cool with it. So I think there's a message of hope there. That's what I like about it. I like George Carlin because I'm so used to seeing him, hearing him as the sort of like very brilliant, sharp, angry towards the end of his life sort of comic, very able to shed light on certain things like with a razor's edge. Then to see him on Shining Time Station also growing up is like, this is that same guy, he's Mr. Conductor. That's crazy, unbelievable. This would show that he had range and dichotomy, Again, I'm gonna pull an old reference, Flip Wilson show. All of his stuff on Flip Wilson was great. I would go back in time and go on tour with Carl LaBove. I would like to be roasted by Andrew Dice Clay. I would like to be roasted by, of course, Jeffrey Ross. Sam Kinison would be an honor. Don Rickles, of course. Jim Norton. I would like to do acting. I think I could do sketch writing too. Maybe moving. I just want to get better. So I'm trying to hone those skills. It's hard for me because I'm in the military too. So I want to make sure that everything's kosher with Uncle Sam before I do anything else. But next 5 years, I'd like to go somewhere else. I have a Facebook page. It just says Cesar Cordero. I'm on Twitter at @GoForCesar. I also have two podcasts. I have one podcast called the Short Box Podcast, and we talk about comedy, hip hop, comic books, and the second podcast is called Straight Chilling, and that one is about horror movies. We watch, rate, and review your favorite horror movies, and we pretend we're funny. So. I want them to feel spiritually moved. That sounds weird, but that's what I want. Hello, my name is Cesar Cordero, comedy extraordinaire. Do yourself a favor and check out cutie.pie.com.